Hello readers and writers, I'm MJ and let's do my August TBR. So now that I'm in a new house, I really want to start a new TBR game, but I haven't really figured out what to do. So I'm thinking it through, and I will probably have something that I'm going to start at the beginning of the new year in 2025. So it will give me time to actually get it created. But I would love some ideas and input. So let me know down in the comments what you think my new TBR game should be so that I can get that created. In the meantime, in August, I've just decided to pick books. These are books based upon some of the reading challenges that I am doing for the year. One is the 24 and 24 Indie Readathon that I host, which is basically to try and help people to read more indie books. I am falling very behind on this challenge. My personal goal is 24 books this year by indie authors. I don't know the exact count I'm at, but we're more than halfway through the year and I'm not more than halfway through the titles. So I am really focusing on indie authors in my TBR. I've collected them. There's ones I'm really excited to read. My reading has been so sporadic with the move and everything that a lot of my pre-reading has been audiobook and not physical. And that's going to be changing now. So I can pick up some of these books I'm really excited to read. And the other books are books that I just picked. I have one Ursula K. Le Guin on here, although I'll probably need to read some more because I'm behind on what I want to do for her this year. She's the author that I picked to focus on this year. I'm a little less excited by her books than I was hoping to be, and so I'm not reading them as fast as I thought I would, but I definitely need to pick up the pace. But as of now, there's only really one going to be on this TBR. But I decided to make a goal of 8 books. I've been reading a lot less, and so my TBRs have been a lot lower, but now that I'm a little more focused, I think 8 is a reasonable goal of actual planned books to read in the month, and we will see how that goes and reevaluate in September if need be. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the indie books that I want to read in August. So the first one is Prince of Sorrows. This is one I have in print. It's a special edition from a book box that I no longer support. But I'm really excited to pick up this book and check out this world. So, and it is absolutely stunning, no doubt about that. This is one that I have on my physical TBR that next week a video will be coming out explaining how I'm handling my physical TBR right now. So be sure to look out for it and watch that. But Prince of Sorrows it looks like Prince of Sorrows is about fae and it should be adult fantasy. So we will see if that is actually the case and how I like it. I hope I love it. The next indie book I want to read is Casualty of Fate. This was gifted to me through Book Fairy by an Instagram friend, and I have not had a chance to pick it up, and I felt so bad about not reading it, and I really want to read it, but I'm excited to pick it up, and even more excited because I'm just in such a mood for thrillers lately, and I don't own a lot of them, so this is a great thriller to have on my TBR to pick up. And the next book is an ebook called Odd Blood. I can't get the title pulled up, so I will put it on the screen. And this, I don't know a lot about specifically. It is, I think, a little more horror than I'm used to, but I did check with the author, and I think that I will be able to handle it. It seemed to be a good starting point. If I remember correctly, it is autistic rep, I think. But don't quote me on that. I'll tell more about it after I read it. But this is one that I did pick up because I connected with the author or authors via social media and wanted to support their work. So the next book on my TBR, I can't get the covers to show up on the Kobo app, so I'm gonna have to still enter them in. But this is Dark Wolf by Rebecca Sharp, and I don't 100% know what this is about. This is again someone that I am connected to and wanted to read their writing, and they are autistic, and their characters are autistic coded. They're not named autism. It's more like knowingly autism. And so I just think I'm going to completely jive with the story. But I'm pretty sure it's about werewolf shifters. So a lot of fantasy in my indie TBR. Now, moving into my traditionally published TBR. And the first book I have, and my nonfiction book of the month, is Cast: Origins of Our Discontent by Isabel Wilkerson. This has been on my TBR for far too long, and I haven't picked it up, but I'm excited to finally read this, and definitely pastime. And then my last physical book on my TBR is Transcription by Kate Atkinson. I believe this is science fiction, or not. It looks like it potentially may be like a thriller. I'm actually not sure what this is about, but I will tell you after I have read it. I got the cover to pull up on this one. And then for ebook, I have The Stardust Thief, and this is a fantasy book that I've owned on ebook for a fair bit and haven't gotten around to reading it, so it is now on my TBR. I don't actually know what it's about. I just know that I've heard a lot of things about it, and when I saw it on sale, I picked it up, and it is one of Goodreads' most influential or best books, fantasy books in the last 3 years, which I have another video that will be coming out about, so make sure to subscribe and stay tuned to watch that video and to see what I think of all these books when I'm done reading them. And then the last book that's on my TBR is The City of Illusions by Ursula K. Le Guin, and I'm not even going to try and pull it up because I have part of a 3-book series, so it doesn't have a cover. So I will put a different cover here. And this is the 3rd book in the Hainish cycle, and these are interconnected stories within the same series, and so I don't exactly know what this last one is about. I know the first 2 were not my favorite. I'm reading a lot of Ursula K. Le Guin's earlier works, and I think she's going to develop as an author because I've read one of her later books and really loved it, but I haven't gotten to that development, and I'm not really a huge fan of her earlier writing so far. But we will see at some point. It's got to happen, and then hopefully I will devour her books because I'm so far behind in reading my goal for this year. Maybe I just will have to have an Ursula K. Le Guin month, or just see if I can read more than 8 books in August. But overall, I'm pretty happy with my selections. I didn't really have a theme in mind beyond trying to increase my indie reads, because I don't know, August didn't really scream a theme to me, but come September and October, I definitely am going to be scouring my books for more of a fall vibe, so I'm very excited about that. So as always, keep reading, keep writing, and until next time.